Wheel of Games! Hi, I'm bigcal. Welcome to my world. It is the end of the month, which only means one thing now: Wheel of Games. So, of course, what happens is I spin the wheel, whatever it lands on. I have to buy something in the next month that correlates with whatever lands on the wheel, and then I talk about it in a video before spinning the wheel again. So, yeah, this is the new spin on the DIY gaming box. And last month it landed on digital game for the first time. So, obviously I don't have anything to actually show off. But what I did is I got some PC games this time. And I got a Fanatical bundle. Fanatical do lots of bundles and sales and things on games. Really, really good site. Highly recommend them. And the bundle I got was, if you buy 3 games, you get them for £3.33 each. So £9.99 for 3 games. And let's take a look and see what I got. Pokemon Quest. Have you ever wanted to play a Pokemon game, but not quite a Pokemon game? Well, Pokemon Quest has you covered. It's clearly a Pokemon-inspired game from the visuals, the combat, and the general gameplay loop. Your character is set to head off into the world as a Pokemon Ranger, which I assume is just like a Pokemon trainer. But the twist here is that Pokemon are very dangerous in the wild, much more than Pokemon ever seem to be. And then, at the same time, there is a mystery surrounding your missing friend from years ago, which comes back to the surface. And, while you're trying to find answers, you're also fighting some evil team called Xur, who might have something to do with the mystery as well. Yeah, it's all pretty standard stuff on the surface, similar to Pokemon, but maybe it picks up further into the game, which I haven't gotten to yet. So if you like Pokemon games, there is a lot here to love. New monster designs, types, attacks and evolutions, along with some more unique features that you wouldn't see in a Pokemon game. For instance, when you level up, you gain points to improve stats in a similar way, I guess, to EVs. You have complete control over all of it from the get-go, however, helping you to customise your team straight away. Learning moves is a little different too, as instead of just instantly learning a new attack at a certain level and choosing to keep it or not, instead you have to go into a menu and choose the moves instead. This does mean that, again, you can customise your Pokemon completely, choosing which attacks it has at any given time. However, if you forget to go into the menu, you can be missing out on some powerful attacks for some time. Some Pokemon won't have all 4 slots open at the start though, which does limit you, even if you have access to more than enough moves to fill them. I do have a few gripes about the moves though, as it does seem like everyone is much more rounded than Pokemon typically are, as they all learn various attacks for various types right from the get-go. And this means that when it comes to battles, there is considerably less strategy, as you can often go through an entire area with a single Pokemon, never needing to swap out, as you have an attack that will be strong against almost anything. I do though like how if you have an attack that has a type advantage, it lets you know from the start, and it even lets you know if it's not going to be effective at all, which in a game like this is very helpful because every monster is new to you, there are different types, and you don't always know what a Pokemon type is right from the get-go just by looking at it. Leveling up is pretty easy, as not too long into the game you get an orb from a Xur base that acts as an experience all item. One small thing I don't like about it is you don't get notified of other party members gaining levels unless they're the one up front being used, meaning if you don't keep checking after battles, you might end up with tons of unused stat points and new moves to use, which could mean the difference between winning a battle and losing a battle later on. Speaking of battles, there is no switch system like in Pokemon, where you can switch out when another monster comes in, and you cannot use items in battle either. Minor complaints really, as once I got into a rhythm with the game, I was getting through battles with relative ease. My biggest issue so far are the technical issues that I ran into. The first time I tried to play the game, it crashed when I clicked on an object, about 10 minutes in. After that, I found the frame rate would absolutely plummet when I would enter and exit buildings, which caused my screen recorder to pause recording for a couple of seconds and almost messed up my entire footage. All in all though, this is a fun Pokemon clone game, though it doesn't run the greatest. Check it out when it's cheap and you'll probably have a great time. Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. So this is a first-person boomer shooter. Not sure what more I need to say about this one really. You run around with crazy weapons and blast demons until they explode and die. It's built on the Quake engine, so you know it's going to be good from that alone, and yeah, it's good. A total blast, no pun intended. You start the game with a melee attack, and you quickly find a gun, and then another gun, and yeah, you use whatever you have at your disposal to destroy everything in your path. I was able to play this at a buttery smooth 240 FPS, though gameplay footage was only recorded at 60 FPS, which is what you're seeing now. Again, there's not really much more I can say about this one. If you like the old Quake / Doom / Duke Nukem style shooters from the 90s, there's a good chance you're going to love this. Double Dragon Gaiden: Rise of the Dragons. Despite being a fan of 2D brawlers, the Double Dragon series has never clicked with me. The controls always just felt really awkward for me for whatever reason. This one though, I absolutely loved. The basic story is that the city is run by 4 gangs, and it's up to you to defeat them and their leaders to clean up the city. You pick which gang you want to go after at which time, and now you have 2 characters you can use as well, letting you switch between them during fights. Gameplay is exactly what you'd expect from a 2D brawler. Punch, kick, jump and grab your way through hordes of enemies, with each character also having 3 specials to use once the meter is filled up. Weapons can also be found, usually carried by enemies, but once knocked out of their hands you're free to pick them up and use them for extra damage. And there's also money everywhere, which you can spend at the end of each level on upgrades, which are randomised, making it a bit of a roguelike too. Normally hearing the term roguelike would turn me off the game, but it's done perfectly fine here in my opinion. Enemies are varied enough to keep things interesting, be it their attack patterns or which weapons they use. Well worth the price of the bundle for me, just with this game alone, if I'm being completely honest. And there we have it, 3 games, $3.99, and I was happy with all of them. My personal favourite would definitely have to be the Double Dragon game. Like I said, never really been that into the Double Dragon series at all prior to this, but I really enjoyed that one. So yeah, unfortunately this particular bundle, it is the last day, June 30th, to get the bundle. It was only for the month, so you have about 6 hours once this video goes out, if it goes out on time, to get it. But there's a good chance that these type of games will be in bundles again, or if not, they'll be probably in a sale at some point and nice and cheap. So yeah. Right then, it's time to spin the wheel. And since we landed on digital game, it has been removed and replaced with a new category, and this one is cashback voucher. I use a website called Top Cashback. Basically, when I make purchases on certain websites, you get like 1 or 2% cashback, sometimes a little bit more depending. And you occasionally get a bonus of like, oh, if you buy something at £10 or more, you can activate a £2 cashback offer. And I've had £200 so far from this over the years. It's helped to buy some games in the past. But now my account currently sits at around £51. So if it was to land on it now, I'd have a £51 cashback to spend, basically. And I can get it any way I want. I can just get it in cash and put it in my PayPal account, whatever. So, or you can buy vouchers specifically for certain websites, but obviously I won't be doing that. Yeah, so if it lands on that, that's what it is. If it doesn't land on it today, the cashback amount will keep rising as I keep buying stuff and using the website, as long as the websites that I want to buy from are available on the site. Anyway, let's just spin the wheel and see what I have to buy for the month of July. And it is, Xbox game. So this could be the original Xbox or the Xbox 360. I don't own an Xbox One or an Xbox Series, whatever. So those games are out completely. So yeah, original Xbox or Xbox 360. I'm a huge fan of the original Xbox, love that console, but there is very little for me to get for it now, so it's something interesting to see what I do buy for it. The Xbox 360, there is nothing more I want for that, I don't think, except for maybe some Kinect games, because I've been collecting those over the last year. They'll get shown off at some point in a pickups video. Yeah, so I have absolutely no clue what I'm going to buy for this, so it makes it interesting if I don't know what's going to be bought. So it should make for an interesting video for next month, because none of you are going to have a clue what to buy either, what I'm going to buy either, sorry. So yeah, I'm bigcal, thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of my digital games I bought this month. Let me know if there's anything in particular for the Xbox or Xbox 360 I should buy for next month, and I'll see you again next time.